Yo, nice Achilles, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's all in here.
This must help your squat, eh?
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, I can get all the way down, right?
Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about, man.
I don't ever use the porcelain throne. I'm up on top of it, squatting.
Dude, that is a nice squat.
Yeah.
What do you credit all that Achilles range of motion
Feels
to?
pretty natural to me. I mean, you see babies and they're just the same way. But I don't know. There was a point in my life where I couldn't do a downward dog without being like this. You know.
How long ago was that?
Raised up.
How long ago was that?
That was when I was 22, so about 6 years ago.
So 6 years ago.
When I like really was getting into yoga, maybe 21, 7 years ago. And it's just a gradual thing, you know. These tendons take long. They take really long to heal, but they take even longer to stretch out. So you gotta just be patient, you know.
So do you think if someone can't get into a deep squat?
I think Achilles definitely plays a part.
Yeah.
You know, and I've heard runners like Tim Van Orden. He says, you know, you want your really tight Achilles, you know, because it creates like a spring when you're running. But it's like, you know, I think there's such a balance between strength and flexibility and stamina. You don't want to be overly in any direction, you know, but it feels natural to me to be able to get into a straight squat, be able to do a downward dog. It's a really good stretch to do every morning. So do that, but do it every day, because if you do it like once a week in a yoga class, you're never gonna make progress. You need to do it every day, you know, and make it a habit, make it consistent. We're creatures of habit. If you do something every day, eventually you can't live without doing it. So it doesn't matter if it's a healthy activity or a bad activity. So.
And can you just give a quick demo on how exactly to do it properly? Because I don't think a lot of people know how to do it.
Okay.
And where they should be feeling it.
Yeah, so what I like to do to get into downward dog would be, you know, you can just do a sun salutation, just reach up, bend the back a little bit. You might want to go side to side, and then you want to come into a forward bend, you know, and you can get low, you can stretch yourself a lot, you know, if you want, you can get all the way down there.
That's incredible.
I'm not like that loose right now, but anyways, then you can either step back or you can, you know, just jump back. It's nice to do, come down, do either a cobra or do an upward dog, you know, whatever you want. And then you just kind of pop back into a downward dog. And you want to focus on really opening the chest, opening the shoulders, and then working on, eventually you're probably going to be like this at first, where you can't really get your heels down, but eventually if you just kind of, you know, go back and forth and work on loosening them up, you know, focus on one, you can even bring one leg up, then bring the other leg up, and just give it time. I mean, these tendons take a long time. It's the thickest, well, I don't know if it's the thickest, it's one of the thickest tendons in your body. So this cord, my friend actually got it cut surfing. His surfing fin just went right through it. But it took forever to heal, and it took forever to stretch it back out again. And like, he was in rehab for years, you know. So if you have a Achilles tendon injury, you're like that'll just ruin your fitness like for years, pretty much. I mean, so that's why you got to stretch it out, because you can ruin it. You can just rip it just from running around, like playing soccer with your friends or basketball. But if it's loose, it's flexible, you won't get injured. Babies, they don't get injured because they're just Gumby, you know. But then we become tight, we become rigid when we're when we're getting older. So.
And yeah, there's a lot of people who can only squat when they have like a heel lift, or when they're wearing like squat shoes or high heel shoes.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier. Easier for people to squat on a hill because their heel's lifted. But if their Achilles is long enough, they can get around that and they don't need that lift. They can just become. They're just missing that range of motion right there.
Yeah, I remember when I first met you, Ted. It was like 2.5 years ago, and you were like, "Let's do some squats," because I told him I'm about to do triathlons, and you know, you're like, "This is a good way to train if you don't have all your equipment or whatever." And you're like, "Let's do it on the hill because it's easier." And I'm like, "Okay," you know. But now thinking back, it's like you could even do it on an uphill if your Achilles are loose enough, and that's what we did.
Yeah, let's check it out right here. There's a little hill right here.
Uphill.
So it's hard to see on camera, but this is definitely uphill. And if I were to do it, like, it's uphill, it's downhill this way.
Yeah,
so right now he's uphill. So that's
Yeah, I mean it's not hard if you're all loose. Like your whole back chain is loose.
that's
My
really
skin
great.
is so dry.
That's awesome, man. And
Yeah.
if you see someone like myself try it,
Yeah.
you'll see my Achilles aren't as long yet. So if I were to try that uphill, usually I would squat like this. I would encourage all you, if you can't get into a deep squat, also do it downhill. It's very easy. Keep your back nice and straight and you sink down because your heel's lifted. If you do it the other way, much harder. Instantly, I feel like falling backwards now.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder. So
Yeah.
take a word from
It's actually steep right here.
yeah,
Let's
super
try
steep.
that.
Let's check it out.
Yeah.
Let's find the steepest hill we can and see if Evan can squat uphill.
Alright, so this is pretty steep, right?
He's defying the laws of squatting.
Close.
Good attempt, man. Try again. You get it. Lean forward a bit more.
If I go down just a little bit.
That's Achilles for you. And you look at any child could do that with the straight back.
Yeah.
Children can do that with the straight
Yeah,
back.
down here I could probably keep the straight back.
Yeah, there you go.
But that's just pretty steep right there.
Yeah.
Right on.
Wicked. Well, thanks a lot, man.
Yeah.
And any words of advice for someone trying to become the best version of themselves in the shortest amount of time?
Enjoy the process. Make it enjoyable, make it fun, and then it's not like some challenge, it's like just life, you know?
Boom.
So.
Make it fun to get it done. Thanks,
Yeah.
bro.
Thanks.
Have a good time.
See ya.